Red Wiggler Farm in Maryland grows a very unusual crop.
So not only are we a farm that grows vegetables, we're a farm that grows people.
They employ staff with developmental disabilities, called growers. They work side by side with interns and hundreds of volunteers to produce high-quality, certified organic produce for the community. 7 years ago, Melissa left her job in the corporate world to run the farm. It was quite a change.
When I worked in biotech, I had a very, very generous salary with benefits. I was able to own my own home and have 2 cars.
She took a 70% pay cut when she joined Red Wiggler Farm.
Coming to Red Wiggler gave me an opportunity to really work on building the world the way I think it should be, caring for our neighbors, lifting up those who are disadvantaged, really making a place for everyone.
That world includes people like Jerry, who has been here for 26 years. He knows the farm like the back of his hand.
You got it. Thank you.
They're hiding down
Where was it hiding?
in dark.
There's nothing on this farm you can't find.
In dark.
Thank you, sir. Jerry really sees people.
Oh, no, Jerry! Jerry!
My first year here, I had a stupid tiny little water bottle because I didn't understand working outside at 3 o'clock when it's 90 degrees. And so for Christmas, Jerry gave me a large pink water bottle. He saw that I enjoy pink and that I needed water, and he took care of those needs for me. And that's what he does for everybody. Sam is an exceptionally hard worker. She's very sincere about getting the job done. She also leads the wash station. So many days, we just tell her what she's doing and we walk away and she's all on her own down there. David loves nature.
Hey, my buddy came back.
He's really good at being in the moment. He sees the tiny details. He sees the flower blooming, the insect crawling on the grass.
Each week, Red Wiggler prepares produce for its members and an equal number of shares to low-income residents in the community.
Red Wiggler is a real farm. We have real customers, and on Wednesday afternoon, they expect clean, refrigerated, healthy, perfect produce. And we do our best to deliver. It gives us that pressure so that the work we do is real work. It's not make work.
It's also the kind of work the growers want to do.
One of the great things about our program is that it gives our differently abled staff the opportunity to have a little bit of control over their life. The whole rest of their life, they're being bossed around by other people. They're told, get up and eat breakfast, go to your day program, you have to be in bed by this time. Here on the farm, we let those individuals make decisions about what work they want to do, how they want to do it, who they want to lead.
Each grower develops an area of expertise where they are in charge.
We're going to fill these up as far as we can.
David takes care of the seedlings, inoculating them against nematodes that eat the larvae of the fungus gnat.
Neurodiverse individuals are often isolated in the community. They tend to not have very many friends. Sometimes their families disappear on them. So a big part of what we do here is we connect that individual and sometimes their family to our community.
It's also the chance to do work that's both meaningful and satisfying.
Jerry, pull gently. So my parents taught me growing up how good it feels to do a job that's hard, getting really dirty and sweaty and using all your energy, but then having something to show for it at the end of the day. Remembering that a lot of people with disabilities don't get the opportunity to work, to show their accomplishment. And that's something that I think we're really missing in our world today.
After each harvest, the growers take home a share of the produce.
A lot of group homes have to make their food quickly, they have to do it cheaply, so the food isn't always very healthy. It's no one's fault, of course, but we try to inspire better by sending our employees home with really healthy, delicious things like rhubarb that they would probably not get in another setting.
But in the end, the growers give so much more than they get.
So one thing that the growers are really good at teaching is being in the present moment. We see insects, we see birds, really cool flowers popping up out of the ground, and the growers are really good at noticing those small changes and bringing them to our attention. Our minds are on, oh my gosh, we have to get this planted, we have to get this harvested. But the growers say, oh, look. Which is really an important thing that they bring to us. The growers teach us patience in two ways. First, they are patient, and so many of them teach it through modeling, but they also teach us to be patient because sometimes it takes them longer to do something than it would take someone else. And so we have to learn to be on their clock.
These skills are so valuable that when corporations come to volunteer, they learn to be better leaders.
Snapping them together.
We really teach our leaders that it's okay to make mistakes and that the important thing is to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, you got it. You don't need to.
Another piece of it is to ask good questions. As a leader, it's more important that you ask the right question than that you have the right answer. And then another piece of it is paying attention. If you ask the right question, but you don't really pay attention to the answer, then it doesn't do you any good.
And the reason that's safe is because your hand's not on the trigger.
And most importantly,
We think that as a community, we are stronger, more vibrant,
We made it!
if we accept everyone.
Good job, guys.
are they also happier?
Being content it's not necessarily having everything. It's being happy with what you have.
So, was it the right choice to take that huge pay cut?
Yeah. There's ups and downs. There's always ups and downs. But yeah, I am where I belong.
Awesome!
You ugly!
Thank you.
My basic needs are met.
So the Giant Bug team.
I get to do what I love every day. What more can you ask for?